Wait, is this goodbye from yesterday or hello for me for today?
Whatever you want it to be.
Well, how are we going to end yesterday's video? With a goodbye video? Or like that one time that I just was like, words, have courage, be kind words.
Yeah, just do that.
Okay, oh, I'm editing?
No, I will.
Oh.
I'll do that.
Great, so hi, this is today's video.
Well, hello, the people. Guys, we just drove 4.5 hours on a school bus to Cedar City, Utah. And we are staying in the Cedar City Travel Lodge. And it's pretty sketch. So, I mean, it's what we get for the amount of money we paid on this weekend. Because good hotels in this city know that 110 high schools full of 25 kids that need 10 to 15 rooms for 2 nights, they're going to charge like hundreds of dollars because they know schools will pay it and they know kids will pay it because it's a Shakespeare competition. But we kind of got this dive because that's what we could afford. And that's fine. But for the most part, it's just a place to sleep, right? Anyway, so I'm just waiting till Leisl gets here so that I can cuddle her. Because I just spent 4.5 hours on a bus with high schoolers and middle schoolers. No, it really wasn't that bad. They were good. There's a few kids who kept hopping seats, and that's not allowed on a school bus because I realized today school buses are pretty much the most unsafe mode of transportation that we stick our students on. There's no seatbelts. If that bus got in a crash or like tipped over, we would all die. But yet, we travel very long distances in a school bus. Anyway, I'm just gonna hang out. I'll probably take a nap because I'm super tired. So that's what I'm gonna do. What are you saying?
What was I saying to you earlier?
I don't know.
I don't remember either, but I was using a weird voice, and Derek told me it was my troll voice.
You do.
So then we just were like, you do. But then it turned into, if you want to cross the bridge, you had to pay the toll. You had to.
Because I said you sound like a troll.
You had to pay the toll.
Oh, I forgot to take Eli his mask.
We're not dancing tomorrow.
You're right. Okay.
Wait, is this goodbye from yesterday or hello for me for today?
Whatever you want it to be.
Well, how are we going to end yesterday's video? With a goodbye video? Or like that one time that I just was like, words, have courage, be kind words.
Yeah, just do that.
Okay, oh, I'm editing?
No, I will.
Oh.
I'll do that.
Great, so hi, this is today's video. I have not filmed nothing.
I filmed a little bit when I got to the hotel.
I was busy.
So.
But I can tell you all the stories about the drive down and how, everyone was very concerned about me driving by myself. But I made it. I'm alive. And the girls were the dream team, as always. So we drove 2 hours and we stopped in Orem because I had ordered those mirrors that you put on the car, on the seats in the car, so that when they're in their rear-facing car seats, they can see themselves, because they get really mad in the car when they can't see anyone. So I was like, let's give them mirrors, because my Nana was like, we have these things and they're shaped like elephants and they're really cute. So we got on and we found some that were Minnie Mouses. So I was hoping they'll look at it and think they're talking to each other, right? Anyway, so I'd ordered those for pickup in Orem, but Babies R Us didn't open till 10 and I got to Orem at 9:30. So I went to the hospital to visit my dad, and he took us down to the NICU to visit the nurses. So we got to see a couple of the NICU nurses.
With the babies?
With the babies.
Did you see anyone with you?
Yeah. I saw the nurse leader, Moana.
Moana!
Ride leader, go.
Ride leader, go.
Lynette. Do you remember Lynette?
No.
She was like, I just remember that the first time I ever met her, I was like afraid of her. Like I thought she was going to be really like stern and like scary, but she's like one of the nicest people I've ever met. But she just like has this presence. Like she's a very strong presence. So I was kind of afraid of her at first. and Barb, the one that lives down the street from my parents, that we had that one time.
Yeah.
And Jeff was there.
Jeffrey.
Jeff wasn't actually working. He came to drop something off to Lynette. Anyway. And then I went and picked up the mirrors. And then I fed the girls and changed the girls. And then we started driving again. And they were great. They slept from home to Orem. And then they were awake while we were hanging out in Orem for like 2 hours. And then they slept from Orem to Fillmore. We stopped for gas in Fillmore, where I ran into someone who lives around the corner from my parents. So that's random, but that's okay. So she got to see the babies. And then they fell asleep again from Fillmore to about 20 minutes to Cedar City. And then they kind of screamed at me for a little bit because they were not wanting to be in their car seats anymore. But then we got to the hotel, and they hung out, and then they took a nap. And then we went to dinner, and then they went to sleep. But we have to tell you about this hotel, because I'm pretty sure someone was killed in this room.
It's so scuzzy.
Let's just give you the grand tour of all the things I hate about this hotel.
Please do.
We're gonna start at the door. This is our door. So this is really lovely, and this is my favorite part. It's very crooked. Also, the orange paint coming through, because the outside of this door is very orange. This lovely weird run in the carpet. The fact that I can practically see outside right here, so that feels safe. Coming this way, we have our lovely curtains that don't really close all the way. They're coming off right there. There's some nice cobwebs up there you probably can't see. Very dusty. Does this lamp work?
I don't think so.
Oh, it does! Amazing!
Oh, we scared our child awake.
She's okay now. Sorry.
Was I in the camera?
Yes. So then here's this lovely bed that I have checked for bed bugs. Oh. To put the... Oh, hi. Oh, hey. You have this pinky. There you go. There we go. Okay. Anyway. Here's our lovely little table and chairs. As you can see, they're in wonderful condition. Here's where our phones are charging. We had to unplug this fridge to have enough plug space. It's very far from the bed, which is where I normally like to charge things.
Hello.
That's my husband. Here's our alarm clock that's not on because I don't think it's plugged in, because I don't think there's anywhere for it to be plugged in. This is the phone that I tried to use to call the front office, but there's no dial tone because it's not plugged into the wall.
The cord's been cut.
But there's a cord here, see, and it's been cut, and I assume that's what is supposed to be hooked into our phone. So someone probably cut that so that whoever they murdered couldn't call for help. There's this bed that we're not sleeping on that has a mystery blood stain. I think that's blood. That's the only explanation I can come up with for a weird reddy brown spot.
Delicious.
Here we have our lovely entertainment system, which, as you can see, is also just in wonderful condition here. Just real good. And this is our lovely TV. We were told we would have both satellite and cable channels. Let me just show you what we do have.
Wait for it.
Okay.
Try and change the channel.
Okay. Oh. This device is currently not activated.
Oh.
So then, of course, I tried to call the office to see if there was something special I needed to do, but I couldn't. But I also couldn't just go to the office because I was here alone with sleeping babies.
Also, the lady at the front desk kind of looks like a meth head.
Great.
So she was probably not the most trustworthy or reliable person.
And this is really judgmental of me, but I just feel like no self-respecting adult capitalizes lowercase r's. Like, I looked at that handwriting and I thought it was a teenage girl. So there's that. Moving on. This is our light that does not turn on. I'm not sure if it's plugged in. No one knows. These are my sleeping children. Hello. These are my pants that were dirty that I had to clean. This is the closet space where I was promised there would be an iron, but there is not. This is... Can I turn on this light without bugging her, do you think? Oh, we're good. This is our sink. Which takes 11 years to drain. So long. Oh, it's still going. Okay. And then I bought a bunch of water bottles because I don't trust making bottles from this water. I'm not giving that to my children.
You fed them one bottle from it.
Here is our bathroom where this faucet constantly leaks. Drip, 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 drip. And then here we have the spot on the wall where the person who died in this room was bashed in the head. And there's a lovely dent here, so that may have been what killed them. Blunt force trauma, you know. There's another little dent over here, so they probably put up a good fight. So good for them, but I don't think they made it. And, oh, yeah. The Wi-Fi doesn't work, not one bit.
Nope. I'm on my personal hotspot right now, though.
I can't use a personal hotspot. That's so much data. He has unlimited, I do not. But I've been eating up my data.
But now that I'm here, you can use my hotspot.
Thank goodness. I've been eating up my data because I was so bored, so I was using my Netflix app and biting off all my fingernails from boredom and slight panic from this weird scuzzy place where I might die.
Guys, if you've been following us for a while, we went to New Mexico.
Right after we got married.
A year and a half ago.
Yeah.
And we entitled that video The Worst Hotel Room Ever.
We take it back.
We take it back.
This is the worst hotel room ever.
So go watch that video and compare.
And you decide which is worse.
Is this worse or is that one worse?
I feel like this one is worse because at least in that one we could still watch HGTV and be on the internet.
True.
Like it was really small and the toilet flushed itself and the door wouldn't open half the time.
True.
But at least I could get on the Wi-Fi and keep myself entertained. I spent 3 hours alone in this hotel room tonight because everyone went to go see a play, but I couldn't because my babies needed to go to bed and I didn't have Wi-Fi or TV and I was so bored.
Such a millennial.
I am. Hashtag.
You should have written a story.
First world problems.
Written a story.
Where?
I did have a play in my
On what?
backpack that I forgot
How?
about. She should have read it. I forgot, though.
Gonna write a story on the sheets
Sure.
on my phone.
Yeah.
No.
Well, I don't know.
I opened my Netflix app and watched Gilmore Girls. And bit off all my fingernails.
Bless your heart.
That's what I did tonight. But, and I was very upset about it, and I was like, I'll get myself a different hotel. And then I reminded myself that tonight is the only time I have to spend time alone in here being bored. Tomorrow is a full day on campus, and Saturday we check out.
Correct.
So, basically I just have to sleep here now. So,
Correct.
I did check for bed bugs, like I said. So,
Yep.
I think we're okay.
Yep.
Although I'm still concerned about MRSA. Because I got MRSA from a hotel in California once. And it was a nice hotel, so I definitely don't trust this one.
Yeah.
So I'm not keen on getting MRSA again. In fact, we got engaged while I had MRSA. On the worst day of my MRSA, in fact, my face was the size of a golf ball. I probably have a picture. I think I've showed the picture in a video before.
Multiple times.
Have I?
Hmm?
If you've been watching us for a while, you've seen my MRSA picture. And that's the day he chose to propose to me.
Mm-hmm.
People at work were like, "Did you have your wisdom teeth out?" And I was like, "Sure. Yeah, that's, No, I had an infection. Ugh, it was terrible. Are they doing Midsummers?
Yeah, this year they did.
I didn't even know. Oh, yes, I did. Because we looked at getting tickets.
Yeah.
We should find out how they say her name. And then say it that way.
I wish we would have seen this one. Look, isn't that what's-his-face from Modern Family? Oh my gosh, it is.
I think you're right.
It's that one
Ty
guy.
Burrell. Is that his name?
From Modern Family, yeah.
Is he Puck?
I don't know.
He's probably Puck because he has the flower that he's putting on people's eyes.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet he was so funny as Puck.
That is funny. He loves Utah. He lives
He
here.
lives in Salt Lake.
Yep.
He used to get alterations done at a shop there, that then was not an alteration shop anymore, but my friend Sarah had her shop in there, and so he came in looking for alterations, and she got to meet him because it was the wrong place, and she was there now.
It's amazing.
But she couldn't do his alterations.
Well,
I also feel bad that his person who did his alterations didn't tell him that they moved, so.
yeah.
But that's okay. Lost my train of thought.
How are you feeling today?
You know, I feel very emotional. I was fine until we got to this hotel. And I don't know why, but it made me very emotional.
I'm sorry. Next year will be better.
Yes, please.
We understand the process and what is going on.
See, she took a dance team.
In Cedar City?
You
yeah.
see? Yeah, that's the kind of thing that we have to compete against. People bring actual dance teams to this.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, we're not going to win. But they had fun doing it. That's all that matters.
We're here for the experience. Although, to be fair, there's not that many other people in our division, so we could place. You never know.
You never know.
Because if nobody in our division brought a dance team, we're fine.
It's true.
Our storytelling is great.
All right.
Sorry this was kind of a boring video.
Well, it happens when it's competition travel day.
True.
So,
But
not much to do.
we'll probably be better tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gonna film some competitions and things.
We have monologues and scenes tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, thanks for joining us today. As always, have courage.
And be kind.
See you tomorrow.
Bye.